Hello everyone. The situation with Turtle War is disappointing. Even though I didn't play there much, I followed their updates, watched their content and heard from friends how much effort they put into expanding the game. New quests, new systems, a slower and more social pace. It felt like a real evolution of Classic, and now, like many private servers before, it's under threat. I've seen this before. Back in the days of Nostalrius, Blizzard shut it down. Despite its massive popularity, that decision pushed me deeper into private servers like Kronos, Excalibur, and Ascension WoW. And I even avoided official Classic in 2019 because of it. Private servers weren't just alternative, they were in many ways better experiences. I also spent a lot of time on Ascension WoW. The build diversity, the experimentation, the PvP, it was something Blizzard never managed to deliver. Same story with Project Epoch. I played heavily at launch, but once league pressure started, I stopped. I didn't want to relive another shutdown. This pattern is consistent. Blizzard doesn't compete with private servers, they eliminate them, and it's for a reason. Look at the bigger picture. If Dota 2 wasn't backed by Valve, there is a real chance Blizzard would have gone after it harder, just like they did with smaller projects. They can't bully giants, but they can shut down independent creators like Project Epoch and Turtle WoW, Nostalrius, etc. No compare outcomes. Heroes of the Storm is effectively on live support, no serious esports, minimal updates. Meanwhile, Dota 2 is still thriving. This is the same pattern we see with WoW. If Nostalrius had survived, it would have eclipsed WoW Classic. The same applies to Turtle WoW or Project Epoch. The server innovates, iterate faster, and actually listen to players. Blizzard reacts very slowly and play it very safe. And with safety, you can't innovate. Look at Warcraft III Reforged. They took a completely lightweight, feature-rich game and turned it into a broken, bloated version that removed core system like ladder, tournament, ranked play, community tools, community chats. They're gone or damaged. The only reason the game still exists is because of community figures like Back to Warcraft and Uti. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Uti, it's well, there it is. Or even old esports players like Grabby and the Asian community, or Happy, or those players that are thriving in Warcraft 3. They are the only reason why Warcraft 3 is still alive. Without them, it would be dead long ago. Now let's talk about Season of Discovery. I played through it until AQ, then I stopped. You ask me why? There is no real content. It's the same raid with minor changes. Characters are stronger, mechanic feel trivial. If they changed the raid, they also changed your character to be even more strong. So it's not real content. And the world itself is empty, there is nothing outside. Your characters are very strong and the mobs outside are the same, so the power creep destroyed the game. PvP peaked early in the game with the event like Stranglethorn, Blood Moon, then disappeared. Blizzard promised 3 player every phase, PvE, PvP and open world, and failed to deliver consistently. There are no PvP events beyond Blood Moon, and there are no open world events beside the one that already existed, like the insect swarm of AQ and etc. When they tried something new, they made incursion. It backfired very badly. It was the worst thing that ever happened. And phase 1 was the best. It worked perfectly. It was great. It peaked in phase 1. And that's not a coincidence, because phase 1 was the closest to WoW Classic. It has the least change, even if it was the phase where they added the runes and everything, so they added everything new there. Still, it was the closest to Classic. The world still feel threatening. There are higher level mobs that you can fight, like if you were level 25, you could try and go kill 28 level mobs, 29 or even 30. There is a cave. It's not a cave, it's a small zone in Hillsbrad Foothill, where you can kill the elite dwarves and they can drop the beast leather helm. So people had reason to go out there and try to kill mobs, to kill elites, to do activity, to farm the fish oil on the level 30 Murlocs. Even if you're geared, the mobs feel threatening, the world feel strong, dangerous, and you can try to do something outside. You can try to farm the little plant, the grave moss. It's always around a lot of mobs or high level mobs, like in Desolace. The world felt really, really strong compared to the later phases. And that's the core issue. Modern developers don't understand what made Classic work. Classic Plus doesn't need massive redesign. It needs restraint, no power creep, no vertical resets. Development should be horizontal. Add more option, not replacement. Expand the game without invalidating existing content. More build, more choice, more theory crafting, more ideas. Nerf what's very strong, like Blizzard, like the hunter kiting in sword, of course, not in classic. The fire spell, I forgot its name, that can kill all mobs. You have to nerf. It's okay to nerf what's OP. That's great. You have to lower down the characters so the world feel more alive, more challenging, more strong. Just raid logging, it won't be like if we're going to trust nowadays developers and see how they made retail into raid logging slope, like you're always in the capital city waiting for a queue to proc, or waiting for people to invite you and doing nothing in the open world. Open world is full of bots in retail. That's not going to work. Like just raid logging and waiting for a queue to pop, that's not an MMO RPG, that's action RPG. It's like Diablo or Path of Exile. Private servers understood this very, very perfectly. Unfortunately, Blizzard didn't. And they don't learn from this. Classic Plus will fail the same way. This might be their last chance to get it right. Otherwise, I don't know what will happen. Let's hope they will get it right this BlizzCon, and they announce it, and they really, really add all the options and replacement we need, and not resetting over and over and over again.